Greetings and welcome to my new calculus channel. I'm John Gabriel. So, just a little feedback on my eye surgery. The right eye is still very much not well, and I experience a lot of pain in the right eye even after 2 surgeries. I don't know how I'm going to deal with this because sometimes the pain is so intense that almost drives me nuts. But anyway, if you have any eye issues, I just want to tell you, don't go to the eye clinic at the University of Virginia. They're absolutely useless. They're the most stupid morons on the planet. Don't go there. Don't even go to the Northridge Eye Clinic. They're absolutely useless. If you live in Virginia, please avoid the University of Virginia Eye Clinic. It's the worst and the last place that you should think of going to. Anyway, I won't be here long, so don't look for me here because I'll be gone in a very short while. Anyway, the main purpose of this video is to talk about why does calculus work, the main reason that it works, okay? So I'm going to show you through a search why mainstream academics are fucking morons who've never understood the reasons calculus works. So let's begin. Now, so the first thing that pops up is this garbage that the fundamental idea of calculus is to study change by studying instantaneous change. That's the typical shit you will find in thousands of calculus textbooks. It's got nothing to do with change and nothing to do with instantaneous change. And then it says by which we mean changes over tiny intervals over time. Man, it doesn't even have anything to do with time. Calculus has absolutely zero to do with time. Then, let's go down to the next link. Why does Quora work? Watch this, people. So now there's this idiot here who says, to be honest, I don't think so. Let's try. Watch what happens when I try to go there. Okay, so I'm going to try and log in there. And watch this. Google. And watch what happens. You cannot log in because your account has been banned. Do you know who banned me? That bastard Jack Hazinger and his cohort. So, not that I care, by the way. Quora is a shit heap, basically. It's run by my intellectual inferiors by a long stretch. Okay. But anyway, so let's just X out of there. So none of these fools have any idea why calculus works. If you look through this pile of garbage by Stephen Hawking, God created the integers, it's selling for approximately $31. I can't even sell my work, which is priceless, simply because I've been libeled and defamed and called a crank and a crackpot. But everything I've given you so far has been free. Look through this pile of shit from Stephen Hawking, that crippled moron, and see if you can find anything about the mean value theorem, okay? You won't. I promise you won't, okay? And I've given you the first clue. Why does calculus work? It works because of the mean value theorem. It's got nothing to do with the bullshit of instantaneous change or tiny intervals or infinitesimals or any of that rot. That's all garbage. How do I know? Because I've proved it. So in this article here, I'd like you to read it. I'll place a link to it. And I explain to you why even the Britannica entry is wrong, okay? Because it says that one needs deep properties of real numbers and continuous functions. Meanwhile, there isn't such a thing as a real number, and continuous functions are insufficient for calculus to work. You need smooth functions. If you go to a site like Wikipedia where they talk about it, they don't mention smooth. But in order to use the fundamental theorem of calculus, you fucking moron, you need the function to be smooth. Otherwise, you can't use it. Or, at the very minimum, you need the interval of that function that you're going to be working with to be smooth, right? Otherwise, you cannot use the fundamental theorem. I'll prove it to you in a second. So in this article and also in this article, I explain to you why the mean value theorem is the fundamental theorem of calculus. So what is the mean value theorem? Well, it's not what you read in the Britannica entry or in all the other books. The mean value theorem is about a level magnitude or an arithmetic mean. Okay, right. What is an arithmetic mean? Right. Let's pretend that you were living long before humanity even got a notion of numbers. You know, you can calculate an arithmetic mean without knowing anything about numbers. I'm about to show you. So suppose you have a row of series of pebbles like this, right? And you want to find out the arithmetic mean. Well, you look for the shortest row, which is this one here. Okay. Let me get a pen, this row here, and you cut off these pebbles here. So you know that they're all going to be, you know that you're going to have this scenario now. You're going to pick this out like this. Okay. Put it over here. And then you're going to redistribute these remaining pebbles. These ones here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, you're going to redistribute them. Where are you going to redistribute them? Over here, right over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So what is your level magnitude or arithmetic mean? That's right. It's 3. Okay, it's 3. You say, what does that have to do with calculus? Everything, you dimwit, everything. Look, when you calculate the area under a curve or a volume or whatever you have in calculus, you're still using the same mean value theorem. What you're doing is you're taking the arithmetic mean of all these y ordinates under this function here. Okay, call it f prime of x. You're taking the arithmetic mean. Let's suppose that it's somewhere here. Okay, let's suppose that it's somewhere there. Okay, that's the arithmetic mean. And then what you're doing is you're multiplying this arithmetic mean by the interval width. Okay, and that gives you the area. Essentially, all you're doing is you're squashing this area so it becomes a rectangle. Okay, so the mean value theorem correctly stated says this. It says f of x plus h minus f of x over h is equal to f prime of c. These are both f prime of c, so c is somewhere over here, and x is here, and x plus h is here, okay? So how do you get the fundamental theorem of calculus? Pretty easy. Can you guess? That's right. You say f prime of c times h, which is equal to what you find in your bullshit mainstream calculus, which is a flawed formulation. It's equal to this, okay? Get it? So calculus works because of the mean value theorem. This and nothing else. I don't care if God tells you it's different. I tell God he's an idiot if he said that, because I know better than anybody else. I know better than you. I know better than any human alive today. How do I know? Because I discovered the new calculus, and I discovered why calculus works. And I have a very nice book for you to read about how I discovered all these things. I'll place a link to it too. It's called The Non-Fictional Origins of Calculus and Its History. All right? So calculus works because of the mean value theorem. And it doesn't matter if you have double integrals or triple integrals. Okay? Double integrals or triple integrals. They all use the mean value theorem. Doesn't matter if you have contour integrals, because even, I bet you didn't know this, but even the standard definite integral is a contour integral. Okay, it's integrated over y is equal to 0. Okay, we just don't write that there because it's by default the x-axis. All right, so it doesn't matter what you do, whether it's vector manipulation, whether it's numeric, you are using the mean value theorem. And did you see how many steps it took me to derive it from the identity in the mean value theorem? Pay careful attention. So here's the identity of the mean value theorem. In one step, I derived it. See that? In one step. Okay. There's your first notion of calculus. Got nothing to do with what that moron Gilbert Strang tells you in the dick picture. You know, if you look at my channel here, I produced 2 videos on that idiot, on both his derivative and his integral. Has nothing to do with tiny delta x parts and delta y. So, there are 2 parts, the dick picture, part 2, and the dick picture, part 1. Be sure to study both of those, by the way. They're very revealing. And I'll show you what this idiot from MIT and his moronic colleagues think. They're all a bunch of clowns, a bunch of fucking morons who've never understood mathematics. In fact, they've never understood what is a number, never mind anything else in mathematics. They're as blind as bats. Actually, blinds can see better than they can. Bats can see better than they can, okay? They're despicable, vile scum who don't deserve to live. They're hateful, jealous, arrogant, incompetent, stupid dogs, the lot of them. There isn't a single one of them who can be redeemed. They're all cowards. All of them, from all the Ivy League universities. All of them are scum. So, why does calculus work? That's right. It works because of the mean value theorem. That and nothing else. Not the crap that you find on Reddit or on Quora or on any other shit site except mine. Click like on my site, you moron. Make my site the highest viewed site on the internet. It's not for me that you're going to do it. It's for you and your children's sake. That's why you need to do it. I've given you this free, you dogs, you vile dogs. Every one of you who click dislike on my videos, I hope you choke to death. You swine, you bastard vermin. You deserve to go to hell. Honestly, you're the most vile, despicable. You shouldn't even be called human beings. You should be called blobs or slobs. That's really more applicable to you. Well, I've gotten all worked up. Starting with that fucking moron, Stephen Hawking, cripple moron who that big idiot, Mark Zuckerberg, dropped $3 million into his lap. Well, Zuckerberg is an idiot. And it's unbelievable, how people who have nothing to contribute, like Gilbert Strang, like Stephen Hawking, like Albert Einstein, like all those idiots, they have zero to contribute. They become famous and they become rich. And the real geniuses, the real heroes, the people who really give you what you need to know are living under the poverty line, are libeled, are defamed, are treated as crackpots and cranks and mentally ill people. You are mentally ill. Well, for those of you who are supporting me and who see the value of what I'm telling you, click like on my video. Be sure to click like because it will be voted down. And subscribe to my channel. Follow me on academia. And tell your friends about this. Tell everyone you know about this who's interested in mathematics. Spread this like wildfire. Make this channel the top channel as soon as you can because I'll tell you a little secret. They've attempted 6 times. In fact, they didn't attempt. They actually took down my YouTube channel 6 times. And I know that it's going to be taken down after I'm gone. But just in case, I'm letting you know that all these videos are also backed up to Odyssey, okay? So you can go to this link here in the details section, Odyssey, And you'll find all this wealth of knowledge stored here as well, okay? Where, just in case YouTube, run by the swines that they are, decide to take it down, okay? So I'll place links to these articles, and I'll chat to you as I'm able in the future. My name is John Gabriel. This is a new Calculus channel. Goodbye.